Okay, hello everyone. I recorded this before, but open broadcasting software didn't like my full screen, so yeah, I'm gonna go through character creation again really quick. But first, I'm gonna introduce myself. My name's Erylaria. Maybe you've seen me on my buddy Drakmer's channel, Drakmer the Dwarf. We're currently playing Blightfall together, that is modded Minecraft, and since everyone around me seems to have picked up Let's Playing in the past 1 or 2 years, I thought why not give it a try. Dragon Age Origins is one of my favorite games ever in my entire life and gaming career, I guess. It was love at first sight. It's basically pen and paper role playing, but by yourself, which is great. I don't like socializing that much. Yeah, so I've played all the Dragon Age games, but this is still my favorite, I guess, even though Inquisition is a strong contender. And recently I've read on the internet that people, or well, a few people, were looking for female Let's Players of Dragon Age Origins, and so here I am. I hope anyone actually watches this. I'm not doing this for money or anything. This is purely for my own entertainment and as a hobby, because I guess I fell in love with listening to my own voice, speaking English, because English isn't my first language, if you hadn't guessed it yet. I'm German, so if I say anything weird or weirdly, if I pronounce anything wrong, if I don't have the right words, or I use wrong words or wrong grammar or anything, that's because this isn't my first language. So if I do anything wrong, feel free to correct me if you're a native speaker, or you simply just know better because you're better than me. Please feel free. Also feel free to comment, like and subscribe or anything, but you really don't have to. Like, if you like to, I'd be happy. I'd really be happy. But if you don't wanna, then that's on you. That I don't want to say I don't care. I do care, but it's not important. I'm not monetizing this or anything. This is just for me and myself and maybe my friends, and if you want to be part of that, then please join me, us, whatever. I'm just gonna play this game for you. So this is Dragon Age Origins, but it's the Ultimate Edition, so it's got all the DLC in it, like Witch Hunt and the Golem pack and everything, and I've also modded the game a little, like no huge mods or anything, but like nicer facial textures, lock bash, because lockpicking is annoying sometimes, especially if you're not playing a rogue. Hair colors and eye colors and like little cosmetic tweaks, but nothing really game altering or huge or anything. I like to keep the games that I play as vanilla as possible. So yeah, let's jump into the intro and then into character creation, which is going to be really quick because I know what I'm doing this time. And that's going to be the first episode, so feel free to skip this one if you don't like that sort of stuff, but I'm going to be explaining a little about how the game works and how character creation works and stuff. So if you're interested in that, stick around. If you're not, see, grammar. If you're not interested in that, then just wait for the second episode, because then I'm going to jump into the action. So here we go, new game. And so is the golden city blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world. I'll be reading stuff like that for you, in case
the chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the darkspawn into our world. The mages have sought to usurp heaven, But instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed.
This looks really like mid-2000s graphic-wise, but I was so impressed when I first saw this. I was really impressed. Also by the graphic style in general. It's really nice. Beautiful game.
It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. It may even be too late, for I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
This has a really kind of Lord of the Rings vibe, a little, but it gets less in the following games. So, it's high fantasy. What are you expecting? So, the background you select will determine which of 6 distinct opening stories you play through. It also affects how characters respond to you throughout the game. So 2 things. The first one is the origin story is actually a really nicely done tutorial. Like, it teaches you how to approach the game, how to make choices, how to interact with characters, how to fight and all that stuff, but it does it in a really nice package, so you still feel like you're actually playing the game, not a tutorial. The second thing is that people actually really do take into account what or who you are. Like, they will react to you being an elf, being a dwarf, being a human noble, being a mage. And that was like, when that happened to me, like the first time this happened to me in the game, I was like, wow, this is real. This is really realistic. Like, okay, for a game I don't know when I played this, in 2007 maybe, I didn't even know Western RPGs existed before that time. I had been playing JRPGs all my life, basically, like Final Fantasy and Lost Odyssey and stuff, and then I happened upon Dragon Age Origins, and it was like an awakening before Awakening even happened. See what I did there? Awakening, of course, being the add-on, the expansion to Dragon Age Origins, naturally. Anyway, let's choose a female elf warrior from the city. Um, you have always lived under the heavy thumb of your human overlords, but when a local lord claiming his privilege with the bride shatters your wedding day, the simmering racial tensions explode in a rain of vengeance. So, yes, elves are oppressed in this world. If you want to read more on that, I can recommend reading The Masked Empire by Patrick Weeks. It's slightly pre-Inquisition though, so post Origins and post Dragon Age 2. So naturally it has spoilers for Origins. But yeah, elves are oppressed. They used to be a really great people, and city elves really don't have it nice in any kind of way. Oh, also, I'm gonna try and avoid spoilers, but maybe one or two might slip through, so if you want to go into this completely without spoilers for Dragon Age 2 or Inquisition, then I recommend you not watch this. But I will try to hold back. So this is what I'm going to play. You can also play a human warrior. Like, humans are nobles by default. Elves can be warriors or rogues, and they can be Dalish, so not city elves, but like clan elves that run through the forest, all free, and, well, not really free, but like kind of like a nomadic people. And they don't have it nice, but at least they're free, which the city elves aren't. They live in the slums, and they're mostly slaves or servants. Not slaves, not in Ferelden, but servants, and not much better than slaves. And as a dwarf, you can also be a warrior or a rogue. I like that they kept with the dwarves aren't magic thing that I've always liked, and you can be a commoner, or you can be a noble. That was the first one that I played because I like dwarves used to be my signature race, and I really like the armor. I mean, look at it, it's really nicely designed. So that origin story is really good. The Dalish origin story is also really good because it kind of gives pointers to stuff that happens way down the line in Inquisition. And I've played the human noble origin. It was, to me personally, it was kind of boring, but like my boyfriend was really into it, so I guess everyone is just going to pick what they like. Oh, and humans and elves can be mages, but mages always come from the Tower of Magi, sort of like they're kind of locked up there, and Templars keep watch over them because through their magic, demons can come into their heads, sort of, and make them into like demony monster things called abominations. And yeah, they're dangerous, and they have to be kept under constant vigilance, which I don't concur with. I'm all for mage freedom and stuff, but I can see the point of people being like, no, that's dangerous. So, but I'm gonna be an elf warrior this time, city elf warrior. I just like the thought of a tiny, slender elf person wielding a huge two-handed sword.
Greetings.
So, preset. Let's look for a preset. I really like this preset. I went with it last time. So, I'll give her a few wrinkles, because I don't like playing characters that are too young. And I like playing really white characters because I'm ginger with freckles and red hair. I'm white as a wall. I'm so white. No, really, like my skin is paper white. So I like being able to at least a little identify with my characters. So yeah. I'll leave the blush this time, I think. I want a different lip color though. I think I had this one maybe last time? No, I had this one. Lip intensity, yes. Eyeshadow color. Oh yeah, I think the variety of colors, I think that's something I modded in. Like, I don't think you get that many colors for everything by default. Oh god, this is tricky. Like finding the right color variants. Oops. Yeah, I like dark, smoky eyes. Eyeshadow intensity. Oh yes, this is nice. Tattoo. Oh, this is interesting. Dalish elves have special tattoos which are called balasleen, which means blood writing, and they're given as sort of an initiation ritual. So when you're ready to be an adult in their society, you get this blood writing done, and as long as you don't scream or make any sound or anything during the procedure, they know that you're ready and that you're mature enough to endure being an adult and things. So yeah, that's the deal with balasleen. At least I can't remember if it was headcanon or actual game canon. Maybe someone wants to tell me if I'm wrong on this. I think I like this color best, and I'm gonna turn down the intensity a little. Because I like light tattoos. Hair. I'm gonna keep with the hairstyle, but oh, look at all these colors that I modded in. I don't remember the exact mod, but it's really, really easy to get. So this is a really nice color, for example. But last time when I made this character, I used this hair. I really like it. Eyebrows, I think I used this color, and yeah, these eyebrows. Eyes, look at all these eye colors. Like, you can go from red to burning yellow to actual pink, which I think looks really, really cool. There's a really brilliant green somewhere. Yeah, there. That's really great. But I liked, I was between this one, and I decided on this one, because, I don't know, I have a thing for really glowy eyes. I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna use this nose, because it doesn't look as cutesy. I don't like my characters looking too cutesy. That's all okay. Mouth. Lip size goes up one. This goes to the front one, because I used to have, like, my lower jaw used to be way too far back, and I had surgery 5 years ago, I think, or 6 years ago, I don't quite remember, to fix it. It was really painful and a really long procedure, and I spent 10 days in the hospital, so I want to spare my characters that trauma. I'm gonna make the mouth smaller, and okay, no, you cannot, no, okay, they can be like this. They can even be like this. Okay, that's fine. Ears, I like elves to have really big ears. Fun fact, a derogatory term for elves in the Dragon Age universe is rabbit. And it's even theorized by some scholars in the universe that they're actually descendant from rabbits, or like they share DNA or something with rabbits because they have such long ears. So I think this is from the Masked Empire by Patrick Weeks, where nobles theorize that like having sex with an elf is like having sex with an animal because they're basically rabbits. So yeah, this is like the level of racism that we're dealing with here. I just wanted to say. Everything else is fine. I just want to move this down a little and look down a little, and I'm gonna use
Greetings.
this voice.
Well, that didn't work. Well, this is odd. My weapon is useless.
How do you do? Oops, where's my head? This is not good. Scoot! Off I go.
Huh. And again, I'm stuck on the voices.
Greetings. I have lost concentration.
No.
Charmed. I lost the spell. Oh no, this does nothing. Shoot!
Greetings.
No.
Greetings.
I'm gonna stay with this. And the name I gave her before I stopped the last time was Naziris. And I think that's a really nice name, because it does sound a little elfy, but it could also be Tevinter. So my headcanon for her kind of is that she was sold to someone in Ferelden by a Tevinter slave trader or something, and that's why her name is Naziris. And basically what's going to happen is that she's going to try and marry someone. Oh god, this is horrible. I'm just going to go through the hairstyles. She's going to try and marry someone, and then everything is going to go horribly wrong. Or do I give her this hairstyle? Because this hairstyle is the one that my other elven character has. I could also give her red hair, and I think there's really, really white hair too. Yes, there's really, really white hair. There's all shades of gray. Ah ha ha. Really funny. Not really actually funny. And then there's this weird blonde that I really, really like. And it looks a little more fantasy-like, I guess. But hey, this is fantasy. Why can't my character have weird colored hair? This is actually, I think this might be nicer. I haven't really decided on a personality for her yet, so. And I mostly do this like in anime, like their personality is greatly determined by their hair color. My signature characters usually have white or red hair. Red because I'm a ginger, and white because I think you can't go wrong with white hair. But no, I'm gonna play her like this. Okay, so this is important. These are your attributes. If you're not familiar with what they do, I'll stay on them for a short while so you can pause the video. and read for yourself. I find this helpful when I watch Let's Play. So basically what she needs as a warrior is strength, willpower, and constitution. Magic for her only increases her magic resistance, and dexterity would be important if she did actually specialize in sword and shield, but I want to make her a two-handed character, like with a huge sword or hammer or axe or something. So yeah, these are like secondary skills. Coercion is basically persuasion or intimidation. You can make people do what you want. Stealing is obvious, but you need cunning, so this is for rogues. Just like trap making. Survival is also for rogues. This is really handy to have, like if you want to make your own potions and stuff. Poison making really only comes into play if you make use of the whole tactic system, like you pause and you micromanage your party and make sure the rogues backstab and the archers and mages are at range and stuff like that. But I play on easy. I'm sorry. I play this for the story and the characters and the world. I'm not really hugely into combat systems or anything, so I like to just run through combat. So if anything, I use this, like the herbalism and the coercion, because that's for role-playing purposes. This is important for the other members of your party, so you can micromanage them and tell them like preset stuff like if your HP falls below 50%, take a potion. Like really simple if-then constructions. And this now is also really, really important for mainly warriors and rogues, so they can take advanced level combat skills. So I'm gonna take that. And yeah, am I gonna take precise striking? There's active skills and passive skills, and you have to kind of maintain the passive skills, and that takes off a portion of your stamina. And yeah, it's not the best skill system. I think for all that Dragon Age 2 did wrong, I think their skill system really got better. And also the Dragon Age Inquisition skill system. That's my favorite so far. But I'm gonna take these two. Because yay, two-handed warrior. Okay, see? I'm picking easy. You can go up to Nightmare. I wouldn't recommend it. It's not really fun. And my tolerance for frustration is really, really low. But if you want to play this on Nightmare, then go ahead, have fun, knock yourself out, literally. Okay, here we go. Or, I think I'm going to cut this here. Because this was only introduction and character creation that can be easily skipped, as I said in the beginning. So I'm going to cut it here. Make sure it recorded properly. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you want to, but please don't feel like badgered or anything. I'm happy if people tell me what I did great and what I did wrong, and just their thoughts on, like, I don't know, how I talk. Am I too slow, too fast? I don't know. If you want to comment, do it. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. I'm happy. But I'm not monetizing this or anything, so just, yeah, it's just fun. And if you have fun, if you had fun, then that's fun enough for me. See you next time. Bye!